Hi everybody. I know it has been a while since I did a video, and first my camera ran out of batteries and I didn't have any batteries to put in it, and then I just got really busy, and so anyway, I'll talk about other spiritual stuff later, but I thought I'd bring you out here and update you on my garden while I did a little bit of watering. So the camera's going to be shaky, so I apologize for that. So here we go. Gotta turn around and turn on my water. Make sure I put the wrist strap on so I don't lose my camera. So let's see, turn some water on here. So here is that plant that I told you about before that we call the dinosaur plant, and I've had several responses, but one person thinks that it's a variety of elephant ear, and another, or something similar if not elephant ear, and another person thinks that it is rutabaga. No, rutabaga? No. What goes with strawberry? Rhubarbs. So this is the plant as it looks now. Those dying off down there usually happens about this time of the year. And then these are the flowers I was telling you about, which were just sort of popping up green. Here are the flowers now. So really, if you have any idea what this darn thing is, let me know. Because, you know, I'm not going to try and eat something that's poisonous because I think it's not in its food or something. So that is my plant there. You can see we are starting a little bit to get some tomato growage action happening. Ooh, I'm shaking. Sorry about that. And I live in Southern California, and it's been quite warm. So it looks like we're heading into an early summer. And here is a little baby dandelion that my father chopped up. At least he didn't dig it up. So it's growing back pretty fast. And these are all my onions here, mixed in with a whole mess load of grass and dandelions and another plant. Here's another plant that I don't know what it is. That is not dandelion. I have no idea what it is. It's cropping up just everywhere. I'm trying to get a good picture of it so you can see the little balls that come out. And there's like a red berry sort of thing happening. No clue what it is. And really, I should have weeded, but when I did weed in some other areas, the plants sort of started dying back, and so now I'm kind of afraid to weed out some plants because I don't want to kill them. Got some more dandelions down here. These are kind of hard though for me to use because the roots are going into the concrete, so I can't really get down into the root to use the root itself for its good stuff. And here are, I think that there's a dandelion in there, but here's 3 potato plants. Now these 3 potatoes have already bloomed, but their vines aren't really dying out yet, so I know they're not ready for harvesting. And then I've got 2 more beautiful tomatoes. My pretty little plants here. Still don't know what they are, and some of them are dying back, but I think that's a seasonal thing. I think they're doing fine. And then this is so cute. Right here is a errant wild tomato. My cat's meowing in the background. She doesn't like being outside with, or me being outside without her. That kind of just sprang up. Then I got another potato and another. Now that one looks like it's dying back in the vine, which technically is a good thing, because that's when you know the potatoes are almost done, except that it never bloomed any flowers, which normally happens. And I'll show you what else I did. So we don't have a very nice yard. As you can see, it's a whole mess load of concrete. And whole mess load of concrete. But I have a whole bunch of succulents. I don't know if you can see this here. And so I found a little planter that was my dad's, and I made sort of a little succulent garden here. With all my little cactuses and a couple of chairs that I've got. Okay, so let me show you what I did in the way back backyard. Gotta turn this water off first. So let me show you a little bit. Okay, so this here is my yard, and that's my house. And over here, that's sort of a back apartment converted patio. And then up there is my parents' house. They live next door. They own this property. We rent from them. And then back there is their way backyard behind their house. And my father is helping me and letting me plant my another garden back there, so I need to water that. But to do that, I gotta go way back here. Ooh! Yes, my father jury rigs everything. Everything, everything. So now I need to come back here to turn on the water. This is the side yard. I'm gonna turn this water on. I gotta go up here. I'm going to be climbing and stuff. This stuff is really wild back here. I gotta watch my step. So, I don't know what this flower is, but it bloomed, like the flowers bloom open at night and smell really good. But it's very, very wild back here. Ooh, there's no easy way to do this climb. Ooh, okay then. I don't feel old, not at all. Got that tree that my dad waters. There's a spider web somewhere. And I don't know what this plant is. It has some little baby white flowers. If you know what it is, let me know. I'm new to this whole gardening thing, seriously. And then right here is my compost pile, which needs to be turned in a little bit. And that is an errant potato plant that decided to sprout out of the compost pile because I had some, potato shavings, and apparently there was an eye in there that took root, interestingly enough. Alright, so this is the beginnings of my garden. We have watermelon and celery and beans and radishes and corn and lettuce, and most of it is in seed form. That's why you don't see a whole lot here, except for that pretty little watermelon all in its lonesome because they take a lot of room. From what I read, about 36 inches per plant, so unfortunately my seedlings did not survive, and so now I have planted from seed to see if that works better. I need to water. I don't have a nozzle here, so I have to use my thumb. So this is a really boring video, but I figure I might like to see it later on when I have a beautiful garden. See where it came from. And I've always had like a black thumb, so I've never really don't worry, I'm not drowning them. Where that big puddle is there's actually no seeds. I've always had a really black thumb and killed things, but I have a new passion for it. And I noticed, I gotta go the long way around or else I'm gonna fall. I noticed that it feels very, there was a lizard. I missed it. I would have showed you him. Very meditative. I enjoy getting out there. I'm not a big fan of getting dirty. Well, not so much getting dirty, but then coming into the house and getting on with the rest of my day being dirty. So I've been trying to figure out how to manage that because I have a very busy life. And everything has to fit in somehow. But I'm finding that the garden is very meditative. And I also want to show you one other thing that I guess has a little bit to do with gardening. And that is, I dug up some dandelion. There's a little bit of root, but it's basically dandelion leaf tincture, and it is my very first tincture. And I think it's going to be done in about a week or so. I have to look at the date and see. Let's see here. Going back inside. So let's see here. Dandelion. Let's get into some light. So I have it here. And it's dandelion. I created it on the 14th of April. It should be done about May 26th. So we're getting close, and I shake it every day. But I don't use oil, I used vodka. So I have some digestive issues I'm hoping this will help with, to put this in my rotation. And it is almost done, and I turn it every day. And have been turning it every day. So anyway, that's a little herbal update. See you next time. Bye-bye.